All right, we're hitting the top for our normal hike. As you can see, we're at
beautiful Kanab.
2.09 miles up, 1 hour 26 minutes. Looking down on the whole Kanab below us. We're going to do a little pack unload and show you the weight.
I guess I lied. What did I say? It was 2.4. I must have been, I don't know, getting over anxious. 2.1 will be our final.
Yeah, we're roughly 4 1/4 round trip. Some nights we'll go a little further and hit 5, but our average stopping spot about 4 1/4.
Here's the old trekking poles. I usually don't sweat this bad unless I got the meat sweats. So a couple things that we really like about this bag with your light, can you see me okay? I really like the simplicity of it, we both do. Whoopsies, lights are off. Good?
One sec. What the hell?
There you go. So, this Nalgene holder is the best I've ever seen. I've tried the K4 and the Outdoor Research, and they're just a pain to get in and out. But while you're hiking, we should have shown it. But it actually comes out and goes back in super easy while it's on your hip. That's super streamlined how it attaches in this PALS. That's super nice. The bag carries really well. It's a big bag. I think it's not as, to us, it doesn't feel as wide as the Stone Glacier felt to me. It's definitely, it feels a little taller.
I would say the frame is very narrow.
The frame is super narrow.
Side to side?
Yeah, super narrow, side to side. But again, these are 26.5-inch stays, and I think it definitely makes a big difference hauling weight. But the simplicity of the pack is super nice. The hip belt pouches on the side, it's super nice. Mike and I have talked about, we like how when you have it on, you can actually zip it and unzip it when there's not a bunch of dirt in the zipper. But you can zip it and unzip it really easy. The water bottle holder is easy. I'm excited to see what they do with their rifle harness or attachment. I used the K4 gun bearer for a long time. I liked it a lot. I thought it was the best system for carrying a gun, but it didn't, I hated having that rifle right here in front of your face when you have the trekking poles. But I thought it was the best system I found. But anyways, so we'll open her up and show you how we did this. I like that you don't have to carry the lid. I'm not a big lid fan unless I'm doing like 14 days in Alaska and I need the extra space. I like the simplicity of not having a lid. So I like the roll top. I don't know how I feel about the roll top. I like that on the Stone Glacier and the other packs there's a pull cord that you can cinch things down with. So this thing, if like you're maxed out, you can't really roll it very much if it's maxed out and clip it. So hopefully I'll find a solution for that, or just learn to pack lighter. I'm not one of these guys that Mike and I joke about that go 15 days in Alaska and they have 20 pounds of gear, including food, water, rifle. I have no idea how they do that. So I just need to modify the bag. But so this is the first one. We put them in stuff sacks. This is the fertilizer bag with it's the fertilizer bag with a little extra weight. I wanted to get just 30 pounds, so it's 25 pound bag of fertilizer from here in town. Whoops, fertilizing the ground up here. So we got, that's some weight, and then some of those, and then this is a, I think it's a Sea to Summit bag. Oh, that's Outdoor Research. It's a 55 milliliter bag, and for us this has worked really well. This is salt melt, ice melt. It's a 50-pound bag. And then this one, this is a K4 compression bag, I think they call it, or stuff sack. And that one's just another thing. It's the same thing, at ice block or ice melt. And there's your 50 pounds. You got that, Mike? Just zoom in. So it's 50 pounds. Put that in the bottom, and then that's the same bag, and then we got the fertilizer. So it's all in there. And I think this is a good representation for packing out meat. When you pack our camp, right, we have like our light stuff in the bottom, your sleep system in the bottom. You'll have your food, the bulk of the stuff in the middle. Then you have like your medium weight stuff or stuff you might want quick access to at the top. But with this, it's a lot more like packing meat, because just the straight hind quarter and, you know, maybe a front shoulder, and it's at the bottom. You try and stuff a little higher, but when it's sagging like this, you really feel and test the bag. And again, like Mike and I are super impressed with it. I was a die-hard Stone Glacier fan. I still am. I think they're like a true like blue collar good company. This just feels a little more comfortable to me. Really the sole fact that it feels more comfortable is the lumbar pad on this thing. It doesn't chafe or like really irritate my lower back.
I want to take a shot of how plush that sucker is.
Yeah. All that sweat creating some mud here. So yeah, good thick pad. At first we thought maybe it was a little too big, and it might be annoying, but it sits really nice. And I really think that this wide hip belt just makes the weight distribute a lot nicer, and you don't get hot spots. The only time I get hot spots are with my belt, and I need to try suspenders or paracord or something, but I haven't got that yet. But that's the only time I feel it, is right on those iliums or these hip bones, and it's where the belt just digs on the hip on the bone. But these pads are super comfy, super nice. And then the biggest thing with this bag loaded, fully loaded, 140 pounds, whatever it was, you can take the frame off the bag, and you don't have to get the weight out to undo everything in the back. That's all stuff you can find on the website, but it's so amazingly simple. I just didn't think that they could make it that simple. But we'll just really quick, you unhitch the strap there, and then you just pop it up here, and then the same thing on the other side. You just find the Velcro strap, pull up the Velcro, bring it through. I think they call those tri-slides, get in, and it's off. Under your buckles. And then if you need to, you can adjust where your stays sit, which is super nice. We had to do that once or twice when we were trying out the bag. We came up here, I think we did 100 pounds or 115 pounds the first time.
About 110, 115.
I just didn't have it set to my shoulder length. And so when we got up here at the top, like I just had these set too low, the shoulder straps. And so without unloading everything, we just undid it. And then I raised the buckles to make the shoulder length longer. We put it back on and carried it back down the hill. So we're halfway done with the hike. We just made the uphill part. Normal muscle fatigue for both of us, calves, quads, glutes, but my low back feels great. My shoulders weren't going numb, my arms weren't going numb from pressure on the shoulder straps. Obviously, like where my belt is, my hips, that gets a little irritated, but normally we're not going to carry 140 pounds for 2 miles uphill. So just wanted to get, like, you have 30-day money back guarantee with the bag, as long as you don't put stains on it. And so just figure, let's max this thing out and give it a try. And if it feels good, we'll keep it, but we just want to know how that load carrying capacity was, because that's the big question, is can you comfortably carry a load with the pack? So we'll rest up, get some water, and then on the way back down we'll see how it goes, because going downhill sometimes weight can shift or it gets a little more uncomfortable, so we'll give you a breakdown on the way down. Thanks.